go. We got another caller calling in. Thank you for calling in.
Right.
All right, and keep listening to the show. Thank you. Oh, we got another call. It's Call City today. Hello, caller.
Hey, this is me again. I'm calling about this is AZIZA, I'm sorry.
Hey, Aziz.
Because about the thing with the younger people getting into the house music.
Okay.
I myself personally, I don't really care if they're into it or not, only because they don't feel it. And the thing about house music or any kind of music is if you don't feel it, you're not going to be able to enjoy it. And unfortunately, with what's going on today, everything is about the image. So with the house scene, people are there for the music and they're into the music. So the people that go out to care about what people are looking at, you know, their outfits and stuff like that, I've noticed that when people come to the house scene, they don't like the party. And I've been to parties where the party's been rocking, but it's people that come out and they're used to the crowd. Everybody's watching who walks in the door and stuff like that. And so they, you know, if nobody's paying them attention, they're like, oh, this is a whack party. So it has to be a mind thing. Like I said, my kids are, you know, they have no choice, but it's a feeling, you know what I mean? And if they don't feel it, no matter how many times we try to put it out there, you know, they're not going to come to it. And, you know, unfortunately, again, like I said, as long as nobody's not paying them attention, they're not going to be into it either, because everybody's so into what somebody thinks and cares about. And, you know, they want people all up on them, groping them and the twerking thing. So it's all about how people are.
Aziz, I'm going to give you a little something that I experienced my first time going out and experiencing house music in its full. My first time going out, my sister took me, I think I was maybe 14 or 15. I was tagging along with her and her friends. They took me to Club Zanzibar. I went in there for the first time. And what turned me on about Club Zanzibar at that age was everything that was going on inside the party. Like, I got turned on from the music from that. Like, just watching the people dance, having a good time, the experience in itself.
Yeah, that was a crazy experience. Now check this out, how we can.
And me too, and we have some people that are doing that, but there's not enough of them. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why.
People that are doing that though, they've been in the household with the music. You know what I mean? So they have a bigger. They're open to it. You know what I mean? They can come out and be open to that. But when you have people that are raised, unfortunately, we have all of these young mothers and stuff like that, and all of these young parents or people that want to be young, and they're playing the rap and stuff like that. Our kids are not able to understand and feel music. They don't even understand the instruments. When they come out, they hear one thing. They might hear a beat. Like you said, I heard somebody saying something about vocals. They don't even, these songs today don't even touch the kids because there's nothing, you know, everything is about the material.
No, Aziz, no. I kind of, in a way, I agree with you, but a little bit I disagree with, because I think that some of the stuff we may go out and listen to, they may not want to hear. But if you see some of these producers doing some of these songs that, we need more songs like Little Girl, When Will Our Love Begin. Exactly. You know, we need songs like that they can relate to, because they're not going to listen to that deep African vibey stuff. They don't connect to that. That's why.
Hey, Tamir, I was just about to say that, you know, when we do that Linkin Park stuff, when they do that stuff in Newark,
you see how they
there's a lot of young folks up in there, and they do feel the energy that off that park. You know, and you see when Wonderful and Tiger perform, there's a lot of hip hop cats feeling that energy and grooving. We need more of that.
Right, and you know what? You gave a valid point, because when I saw Tiger perform at Linkin Park, I looked around and I looked at the kids that were in the park, the younger people. They were totally turned on by his style,
exactly,
his delivery.
He's a young guy,
right? He's a young guy doing house music.
Correlate with, right? That's enjoying the music, and that's what we need more of. You know, those type of venues where young people will come, see the energy of house music, and then they'll start feeding it within their system.
It was the experience that I had when I went to Club Zanzibar that turned me on to that scene. You know, I walked in, these guys dressed up like with boots on, with F-Truth hats on. There was a guy in there with an Indian outfit on. I mean, there was props back then.
Exactly.
It turned me on to the experience.
It's not appealing anymore. That's
and
what
then
I'm
you
saying.
got
it's
one.
Not appealing, because that's what turned me on. I was a baby in the house scene, you know, coming in too, and that's the stuff that turned me on. Seeing the people dressed up, the screaming and stuff, but the scene is not appealing anymore because when you come up to certain venues and stuff like that, you got a bunch of people standing around talking or whatever the case, you know, and it's like it almost looks like the typical thing until you get in.
Right.
So you know, you have to be. It's about presentation. You know what I mean?
Right. We need to work on our presentation, and I think that, like I said, what I was saying earlier was, leaders need to be leaders. Like, you know, if you're in a position to be a leader, be a leader. And a lot of these guys are in positions to be leaders, but they're more thinking about themselves, exposing themselves, and making a name for themselves. You know, that ego thing. But I think we need to do more outreach, and if we do that, then, you know, we can get the music out. But Aziz, thanks for calling in. We got to move on.
Aziza.
All right.
Thank you.
No
All right.
problem. You guys have a nice day.
All right,
You
baby.
too. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, well, John, what did you think about that? You know, that whole thing about the young people. What do you see? I actually, one day I came to the Coffee Cave, and you had, I think it's JoJo. Is it JoJo?
I was actually going to mention JoJo.
The young
right
dancers,
now,
right? Yeah.
She actually markets and promotes to the youth, and I think youth begets youth. When we have 20 to 30-year-old DJs playing music, and even DJs who are not traditionally house DJs starting to experiment in house, that's a good sign.